What's going on, guys? We're going to do some technical analysis on Tesla. Today I've actually traded Tesla a handful of times. Very short scalps. We're not getting a whole lot of follow through. Now, if you guys have ever traded Tesla before, it does provide opportunity to make a little bit of money scalping options on Tesla, but definitely when the day is trending exactly how it is, it's very difficult. I actually took a good winner on one of them, and then the other two broke even and lost a little bit of money on this. And I just kind of want to go over the fact of what's going on here with Tesla today on the price action. If it's been a little bit frustrating for you, if you can look at my supply and demand zones, now you can see this demand zone that I have between 905 and around 910 here. Every time we've come into this area, bulls have kind of pushed us back up into the top of the zone here, and you can see the supply zone that we have, including some of the pre-market data as well as some of the high of days here, that price being between 918 and around 922. Now, I don't think we're going to get any sort of follow through to where you're going to be comfortable holding this trade longer than a scalp until we get over that 922. What we're going to need to do is push through this supply zone here and then kind of come back in, back test, hold, and then once we come out of this zone again, I could see us pushing into the 930 range. The same thing to the downside. Will there be opportunities to maybe take a couple of short scalps here and there? Absolutely. But the thing I want to point out is you're going to drain a lot of mental equity and a lot of energy kind of just watching this chop around back and forth. You're going to get, very frustrated at the fact that, something looks good to the downside. You think it's going to have continuation and then it snaps back. That's what's called consolidation. This is definitely range bound for today. You can see here it has not really closed and build below the first hour's low or the first hour's high here. Essentially, we've been trading inside bar within the first kind of opening range candle here that we see. Now, I think that we will get a little bit more follow through on Tesla below 905. Again, just a 5-point range to the next demand zone down here at 900. But I think at least the crack of 905 does take us down, put in a new low, kind of back test and consolidate. And if we do lose this zone again, I could see us touching that 900 or below. But again, if you're not comfortable scalping and you're having difficulties, sit patient and be on the sidelines. There's no reason to kind of push it, especially on a day like today. Yes, the NASDAQ is green a little bit, but overall pretty much flat without the exception of things like NVIDIA that kind of ran, pretty much essentially all day. But, just kind of looking at this price action, I can understand how this can be very frustrating to someone who's not used to it, especially even someone like myself who trades Tesla on a day in and day out basis. I'm used to, Tesla confirming and just going, right? So, we kind of have to understand what we're dealing with here. So I'm really not going to be looking for anything on the short side unless we lose the 905. Definitely to the top side. I mean, if you just look at technicals right now, as long as we are holding this zone here, it's okay to sit long. Does that mean you're not going to be in any drawdown? Of course not, right? I mean, let's say you've bought Tesla at a price of 910 to let's say 915. And let's say Tesla comes back down to 907, 909. You're definitely going to be sitting through some drawdown, but technically from a supply and demand standpoint, you're okay holding the long as long as we are over 905. Anything below 905 kind of changes the narrative. You're going to need to accept the fact that this has a lot of room down from there, and you might want to lock in those losses at that point in time. But as long as we stay above this supply zone, you can see we were in it once. We've kind of back tested it twice, and now we've pushed out of this. So technically this is just a sit and hold long, and we would be looking to try to target anything between 918, 922, and obviously anything above this supply zone here on Tesla can take us to 930. Hope that kind of helps. Hope it gives you guys a little bit of a better understanding of how and what to exactly look for, especially when a stock is kind of just range bound and it's going sideways, right? You can kind of navigate it a little bit better. With that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next video.